Imagine a creature with a completely see-through head, an animal with 3 hearts that stops beating every time it swims, or a tiny shrimp that punches so hard, it literally boils the water around it and creates a flash of light underwater.
Did you know?
Water covers more than 70% of our planet's surface. Yet, according to marine biologists, we've explored less than 10% of the global ocean. That means over 90% of our underwater world remains an unmapped, uncharted mystery. Every single year, deep-sea exploration teams drop cameras miles beneath the surface and uncover species that defy everything we thought we knew about biology. Today, we're taking a deep dive to examine 12 ocean creatures. Let's dive in. Fact 1, the Mantis Shrimp, the fastest punch on Earth. When you think of dangerous ocean predators, you probably picture massive great white sharks or killer whales. But inch for inch, the most lethal weapon in the sea belongs to the peacock mantis shrimp. This small, colorful crustacean doesn't rely on huge claws like a lobster. Instead, it features 2 spring-loaded appendages called dactyl clubs. When it spots a target, it releases these clubs at speeds reaching 50 miles per hour or 80 kilometers per hour. That's the same acceleration as a bullet fired from a .22 caliber handgun. The strike is so blindingly fast that it causes a physical phenomenon known as cavitation. As the club accelerates, it lowers the surrounding water pressure so fast that the water literally vaporizes, creating tiny low-pressure vapor bubbles. When these bubbles collapse a millisecond later, they produce an explosive shockwave, releasing temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun and a tiny flash of light. Even if the shrimp misses its target, the resulting shockwave alone is enough to stun or crush heavy crab shells and glass tank walls. For a creature only a few inches long, that is a true superhero-level power. Fact 2, octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. Octopuses are already famous for their high intelligence, camouflage skills, and ability to squeeze through tiny gaps. But their internal anatomy is even stranger. They have 3 separate hearts. Hear how their circulatory system works. 2 smaller hearts, known as branchial hearts, work exclusively to pump blood directly through the octopus's gills to pick up oxygen. The 3rd, larger heart, the systemic heart, then takes that oxygenated blood and pumps it throughout the rest of the body. But there's a catch. When an octopus swims, that main central heart actually stops beating completely. Swimming places massive stress on their body, which is why octopuses almost always prefer crawling along the seabed rather than swimming open water. Oh, and if that wasn't weird enough, their blood isn't red, it's bright blue, because it relies on copper rather than iron to transport oxygen through extreme ocean depths. Fact 3, the Barreleye Fish, the transparent head. If you traveled thousands of feet down into the ocean's twilight zone, you might encounter the Macropina microstoma, more commonly known as the Barreleye Fish. At first glance, you might mistake 2 small indentations on the front of its face for eyes, but those are actually its olfactory organs, the equivalent of nostrils. Its real eyes are the large, glowing green cylinders housed completely inside its translucent, fluid-filled skull. Because the top of its head is entirely transparent, the barreleye can look directly through its own forehead. Its tubular eyes are engineered to rotate inside its head, shifting from looking straight up to search for silhouettes of prey above, to looking forward when it moves in to eat. It's essentially living in a permanent, built-in submarine dome. Fact 4, the vampire squid, the misunderstood scavenger. With a scientific name like Vampiroteuthis infernalis, which literally translates to vampire squid from hell, you would expect this deep-sea creature to be an aggressive, bloodthirsty hunter. In reality, the vampire squid doesn't suck blood at all. In fact, it doesn't even hunt live prey. It is the only known cephalopod that feeds entirely on organic detritus, commonly referred to as marine snow. This material consists of falling dead plankton, fecal pellets, and microscopic marine debris drifting down from upper ocean layers. The squid collects this debris using two long, retractile filaments lined with tiny hairs, rolls it into sticky food balls, and eats it. Its terrifying name comes solely from its dark, cloak-like webbing and piercing reddish-blue eyes. It's not a monster, just the ocean's ultimate recycler. Fact 5. The Immortal Jellyfish Biological Cheat Code. Aging is a fundamental law of nature for almost every living creature, except for one tiny jellyfish measuring less than 1/4 of an inch wide. Meet Turritopsis doheny, better known as the Immortal Jellyfish. When this jellyfish encounters severe physical stress, injury, starvation, or disease, it doesn't die. Instead, it activates a biological reset button through a rare process called transdifferentiation. It converts its adult specialized cells back into unspecialized stem cells, transforming its entire body back into a juvenile polyp state. From this polyp, a brand new, genetically identical clone colony develops. Theoretically, this cycle can repeat indefinitely, making the jellyfish biologically immortal. Researchers are actively studying its cellular mechanisms to better understand stem cell regeneration in human medicine. Fact 6. The blue whale, nature's undisputed giant. We often talk about prehistoric dinosaurs as the largest animals to ever exist on Earth. But the absolute titan of animal history is swimming in our oceans right now. The blue whale. A fully grown blue whale can reach lengths of 100 feet, 30 meters, and weigh upwards of 200 tons, equal to roughly 33 elephants combined. Their statistics sound almost impossible to comprehend. A blue whale's heart is roughly the size of a small hatchback car and weighs nearly 400 pounds. Its tongue alone weighs as much as an entire adult female elephant. A human child could easily swim through its main, aorta artery. Yet despite these massive dimensions, blue whales feed almost exclusively on microscopic krill, swallowing up to 4 tons of these tiny shrimp-like creatures every single day. If you're loving these ocean facts, take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe to Tina Fact. It helps us bring you more fascinating science stories. Fact 7. Female anglerfish, the glowing deep-sea hunter. In the deepest parts of the ocean where sunlight cannot penetrate, finding food in absolute darkness requires creativity. The female anglerfish solves this problem with her own built-in fishing rod. Growing from the top of her snout is a modified dorsal fin spine known as an elysium. At the tip of this spine is a fleshy bulb called the esca, home to billions of bioluminescent bacteria. The anglerfish can pulse this light to mimic small prey in the pitch black. Unsuspecting fish and crustaceans swim toward the mysterious light, only to be snapped up by the anglerfish's oversized jaws, filled with translucent, needle-sharp teeth angled inward, so nothing can escape. Fact 8. Sea cucumbers, extreme defense mechanisms. Sea cucumbers look like slow, harmless tubes lying peacefully on the seafloor. But when a predator tries to make a meal out of them, they deploy one of the most bizarre self-defense mechanisms in nature. Through a process called evisceration, the sea cucumber violently contracts its body muscles and shoots its internal organs, including its intestines and respiratory trees, out of its anus toward the attacker. These ejected organs are extremely sticky, toxic, and messy, entangling crab claws or predator gills. While the predator is confused and tangled in sticky organs, the sea cucumber slowly crawls away. Over the next few weeks, its stem cells regenerate a brand new set of fully functional internal organs. Fact 9. Giant squids, dinner plate eyes. For centuries, sailors told tales of the kraken, a massive tentacled sea monster capable of dragging ships under. We now know those legends were based on the giant squid. To survive thousands of feet below the ocean's surface, where ambient light is zero, the giant squid evolved the largest eyes in the entire animal kingdom. Measuring up to 10 inches, 25 centimeters in diameter, roughly the size of a large dinner plate or a basketball, these massive eyes allow the giant squid to detect faint traces of bioluminescent light caused by moving organisms hundreds of feet away. This extreme vision gives them early warning when their ultimate enemy, the sperm whale, is hunting nearby. Fact 10. Seahorses' male pregnancy. In nearly the entire animal kingdom, females bear the burden of carrying and delivering offspring, but seahorses completely invert traditional reproductive roles. During courtship, the female seahorse transfers her eggs into a specialized pouch located on the male's abdomen, called a brood pouch. The male fertilizes the eggs inside this pouch, where he provides oxygen, nutrients, and temperature regulation for several weeks. When the embryos are fully developed, the male undergoes muscular contractions over several hours, ejecting hundreds, sometimes thousands, of fully formed mini seahorses out into the open water. Fact 11. Sex-changing fish, sequential hermaphroditism. Did you know that many fish species can naturally change their biological sex during their life cycle? This biological phenomenon is known as sequential hermaphroditism. A famous example is the clownfish. Every anemone colony of clownfish operates under a strict social hierarchy. At the top of the group is one dominant female and one dominant male, while the rest are non-breeding smaller males. If the dominant female dies or disappears, the dominant male's hormonal system shifts rapidly. He changes his biological sex to female, takes over leadership, and the largest non-breeding male steps up to become her new breeding partner. Fact 12. Undiscovered ocean mysteries. Perhaps the most unbelievable fact of all is just how much we still don't know about our own planet. Scientists estimate that between 700,000 and 1 million marine species exist, yet more than 2/3 of them have not yet been named, described, or discovered. Every deep-sea trench expedition equipped with modern robotic submersibles encounters life forms featuring novel biological adaptations, bizarre colors, and cellular chemistries never documented in textbooks. The ocean remains Earth's last great frontier. The deeper we dive into our oceans, the more we realize that truth really is stranger than fiction. Nature has spent millions of years engineering survival strategies far wilder than anything we could invent. Which ocean creature amazed you the most? Did the mantis shrimp's punch surprise you, or was it the immortal jellyfish? Let us know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button. Share it with a friend who loves science facts. Join the Tina Fact community for more mind-blowing science, nature, and did you know stories. Until next time, stay curious,